point for me in deciding what I wanted to do was in year 12, I went to the Harry Potter exhibition and I was looking at all the names of the people attached to the project and I was like, it's not a real world, but some people get to live it. And I was like, why can't it be me? My name is Hannah Samuel and I'm a screenwriter, producer and student at the Victorian College of the Arts. I've done acting in the past. Acting is actually my first love and I'd love to get back into it to a greater extent. I did Victorian Youth Theatre for many years and did plays with Heidelberg Theatre Company. And then last year I wrote, directed and starred in a one-man show called For Shame that I wrote. It was based on a screenplay I wrote and I changed the whole thing into a 30-minute horror. I'm currently producing a VCA graduate film called Woof. It's a 10-minute drama film directed and written by Nina Buxton. Woof is a story of a 16-year-old girl as she finally reclaims her place as a young woman. It's funny to think of myself as a student producer because I'd always studied screenwriting and screenwriting is my trade. And it just so happened I fell into producing because Nina Buxton and I would spend each lesson that we had together talking about feminism. I'm really inspired to write about taboo topics because there's a reason they're taboo and most of the time it's a ridiculous reason. I chose to go behind the camera because I was sick of the way female characters were being portrayed. They're two-dimensional and they are a vehicle for the male character to either win over or get over. They're a prize or a curse. They're not their own being. And I was sick of that. And it's not a reflection of how society is. And if it is, that's very sad. And so I wanted to change that. This is really cool but somewhat ironic because we rule the world, but we rule the world because we married men, which is true of our society. I like to express myself through how I dress. I think it's really important that how you dress is a projection of how you are on the inside. So being at school, you wear a school uniform and you don't really get a chance to express who you are. It's always good to have a tutu just in case. You know, you never know what might happen. Have a tutu on hand. This is my favourite hat. I've been called many things as I walk to VCA. People often stop to chat to me to ask me about my clothes because I'm really into colours and patterns. This is my Christmas jumper that I wore to work yesterday where I teach kids drama and they said to me, "Daddy, it's not Christmas." And I was like, "Yes it is." And they're like, "No, Christmas is in October." I'd say if I had to put a name on my style, it's a cross between vintage punk and I don't want to say hipster because hipsters are gross. Aching bones bound in longing flesh, harsh joints and tender skin. One day I'll break free. A pale blue void of contradiction. One day I'll break free. I've been writing poetry pretty much my whole life. I'd say that's the writing I've done for the longest. And the reason why is it's the most immediate. It's the easiest to just do and you get a feeling out and it's done. Rather than if you're writing a short story, it's something that you have to commit a lot of time to. I like writing on a typewriter because it's very immediate. There's a connection between the sounds it makes, the actual feeling of the words going on the page and the smell of ink as you're writing. I only use it for poetry rather than prose because it's that sort of short form, immediate feeling that runs alongside each other. In poetry in particular, I love to explore the dark nature of coming of age. Coming of age is quite a violent thing in my mind because you're taken from the secure place of childhood in which you are allowed to be quite cruel and heartless and you think of only yourself in a way, where you are taken to a place where you need to care about what others think and you make choices that affect other people. And so I think that is quite a violent transition and I like to explore that. At the end of the day, I write because I want to create change in our society. I want to create change in how we represent women and how we represent young people.